For the United Democratic Alliance, that is UDA party, under the chairmanship of Johnson Muthama, come 2022 general elections, it will be a one-man affair, that is William Samoei Ruto. The grassroots mobilization they are doing through a well-crafted scientific research is what they believe will give them an edge over their bitter rivals, ODM party. Our senior reporter Clifford Ndubi sat down with Muthama and discussed what UDA will bring to the political table and him campaigning against his ex-wife Agnes Kavindu, who is running for the Machakos by-elections under the Wiper party. Take a look.
Welcome, Mheshimiwa. This is breaking today, taking a look at the status of politics in the country before 2022 general elections. You recently launched UDA, the United Democratic Alliance. Maybe you can briefly tell us what is UDA and what is it going to bring to the political scene of the country?
When you see after the election of UDA how the elections will be conducted, you are going to see party leader from this corner of country. You see the deputy party leader coming from the other corner of the country. You see the chairman, and the leadership will be spread to make Kenyans feel that they own this party. But not where you go, you find ODM, party leader is a Luo. Then you go down, you find that the chairman is also a Luo. In a country where we have 47 counties, 47 communities. If you go to Wiper, party leader is a Mkamba. Ukiteremka chini, deputy chair na nini, 70% of the leadership is Kambas. If you go to Mudavadi's party ANC, the language is the same. And if you go to Wetangula, it's the same. In fact, those two, from top to bottom, it is just Luyas. So that's what I'm saying. My prayer now is that God, to start with, helps us to be a strong party that will make Raila realize that himself alone, he cannot go far. So he'll be forced now to bring other Kenyans in. And the Kalonzo, they do the same. And then we work towards benefiting Kenyans.
Many a times the Deputy President, William Ruto, has come out saying that he has not been working cohesively since the 2018 handshake. What do you have to say about that?
Now, look at the division. Then, before the handshake, Jubilee was one. After the handshake, there is Kielewek and there is Tangatanga. So why should the Deputy President support such a setup which is out to divide Kenyans? Why should Muthama, who wants to see a united Kenya, which will have no discrimination when it comes to attending to Kenyans' needs and promoting them? How does Kia Muluya, you never hear about Luo, who believes in that? How can he support a handshake that put Kenyans where they are today? Ruto is also the same thinking level like us.
Right now, the two big political characters in the country is definitely William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga. Before 2022 elections, do you think these two characters have an opportunity to work together, and can they form an alliance?
Actually, in 1992, he was in the race. 2007, he was in the race. 2013, 2017. How many years? How many times? 4. Nimwambia Gwambo, my brother, kilicho na mwanzo hakikosi kuwa na mwisho. This is where we are now. You have made those 4 attempts. You did not succeed. Please, come to UDA. And for the first time, leave your party, come and join UDA so that we can form the next government after 2022. If he says no, that is his democratic right. If he says yes, that is a democratic right.
Now, let's talk about UDA once again. Is this the political will that the Deputy President will be using come 2021? Because we've seen him endorse candidates in different by-elections that you fronted candidates. And also, there is a likely fallout that come 2022, Jubilee might not be anymore.
He is now currently part of Jubilee and the PDR coalition, which is UDA. That's a set. Number two, is number two in command and the leadership of this country. Number three, he stands a better chance to be a presidential candidate. Looking at the way Jubilee is going down, what will not make us and way to make us convince him to come to UDA? The chances are we will convince him to come to UDA and he will be our presidential candidate.
All right, come 2022, we are likely to see a hotly contested presidential debate. It will be William Samoei Ruto, who represents the hustlers, quote unquote, and Raila Amolo Odinga, who represents the dynasties. Now, as a UDA, in case you lose the general elections, are you willing to be the official opposition party, and are you going to accept the outcome of the elections?
I don't think Raila is a man to watch in 2022. And take my word from here today, 22nd of January 2022. Raila will be number two if we go to elections. Between him and Ruto, he will be number two, but not a close number two. No. If Ruto will be elected through registered voters, who will be around 18 million, he will be having 12 million when Raila will be having between 3 and 4 million. One. But it is also your democratic right, if you feel that election was conducted in the right way. That's why we have our courts. You can go to court and challenge the decision. And if the court confirms that you had been defeated fairly, safari nyumbani, and we will do that.
In his address with the two Kikuyu radio stations this past week, President Uhuru Kenyatta came out and said that he does not owe anyone a political deal. It's only Kenyans. Did this confirm the official divorce between the president and his deputy? And what do you have to say of the president's remarks in this particular interview?
If you understand what is a personality, it is based on what kind of a person you are, what you say and what you do. Uru's personality is the way he spoke. So I don't want to go into details on that because I was not party. I was not part and parcel of his discussion with his deputy president. If they agreed with utterances which he made, Uhuru himself, in public, where he said, yangu 10, ya Ruto 10. He should stick by that, forget about all other things. And that alone is a debt.
The upcoming by-elections in Matungu and Machakos will determine how you strategize for the 2022 general elections. Let's look at Machakos specifically, where Wiper Party has fronted Agnes Kavindu, and yourselves have fronted one guy by the name of Ngengele. How would you describe your relationship with Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka?
You know, we were political buddies, and I pushed him, I tried to push him to be the president of Kenya. Then I came to realize this guy, he lacks what it takes for someone to be the head of state. So I pulled out for some good reasons, because he was himself and himself.
Wiper Party having fronted Agnes Kavindu, how would you talk about that? Do you feel any threat that they fronted someone you've known for a very long time?
In Machakos, it's a political battle between two people, me and Kalonzo. Nikimshinda aende nyumbani, akinishinda niende nyumbani.
For the 2022 general elections, it is going to be a one-man race. That is according to UDA's chairman, Johnson Muthama. And they've clearly written off ODM in this. And if they have to come into the negotiation table, they have to do away with the party. Will they? This has been Breaking Today interview with the chairman, UDA, Johnson Muthama.
Well, of course, that's our senior reporter, Clifford Ndubi, talking to the UDA chairperson, Johnson Muthama, and a lot of feedback coming in, especially on that point of ODM will not win the 2022 general elections. I'm having several feedback here, but just get to sample a few. Daniel saying only time will tell, and also Franco saying same to Ruto, he will not win the 2022 general elections, and Kamunzu Kidheka saying nobody knows about tomorrow, and also Mick Kibanda saying very true, they better not try because they will not be ashamed, or rather they will be ashamed of what they will get.